Hey everyone, before we get today's video started off, I just wanted to give you guys a quick heads up and let you all know that today's video is going to be a channel update or maybe a vlog of sorts if you want to really term it that way. I never really saw myself doing this type of content before, but here I am doing it regardless. So with that in mind, thank you all so much for all the support. We're almost at 1100 subscribers at the time of making this video, so thank you all so much. It really means a lot. Anyways, I have a lot of things I wanted to get off my chest and just inform you guys about, so do watch to the end and you might learn of some interesting news or plans I have for the channel. So with that in mind folks, let's roll the intro. Yo, what is going on everyone? Welcome back to another video here on the channel. This would usually be the point in time where you'd hear me saying welcome back to another Clash Royale video and just greeting you in general, but today things are going to be a bit different. I've got a lot of things on my mind to say really, and this is my first time doing anything like this, so if it sounds cringy in any way, forgive me please, but I've got a lot of things on my mind that I want to share with you. So this isn't really so much about Clash Royale itself, but more of a sort of channel update if you will. So to get things started off here, I have a few topics I want to talk about really. The first of which would be things like my studies, responsibilities, and also work. In general, as you would all know by now, I had recently completed some really rigorous exams, which I got results for recently. I didn't do like the best of the best, but I got okay grades. But unfortunately, my initial plans to go to university are kind of squashed right now because I just thought for myself that I should really work harder to get better grades on my certificates and stuff, so that when I do decide to go seek out employment, I would have a really great resume up on my sleeve. Now I can still be employed at any point in time right now, to be honest, but things aren't the best in the country right now, as locals would probably know already. I just want to secure my chances of getting gainful employment for later on in life. Most of you older viewers in the audience might have an understanding of what I'm getting at here, but if you're too young to really understand what I mean here, you don't need to sweat it. I'm not going anywhere folks. I will still be making the videos as usual really, but my schedules might change quite a bit. And for those of you who have been supporting me for as long as I've been making videos really, by now you should know that I don't have the most consistent upload rate, but bear in mind I will do my best to explain my circumstances and stuff in this particular video, so I don't have to keep repeating myself in future uploads, at least not as much. So yeah, like I was saying, I'll be resitting these two exams, and while I'm studying to prepare for these exams later next year really, I will also be trying to get a job basically. Right now I've already applied for something and I just need to try to do some kind of entrance exam or something. I can't really explain it so well to you guys, but basically once I do secure this job, I will be working between the hours of 8 a.m. and 4 p.m. each weekday. So that's a lot of my time out the window right off the bat there. And then you also have to consider the time it takes to commute between work and home. So that's another bit of my time gone there. So pretty much I'll just have the weekends, maybe sometimes a Friday or something like that, to try to get something done. So bear with me folks, I just go through so much right now. Everyone's schedule is different in life, so if one YouTuber might be uploading every single day, well hey, that's great for them, but that's not for me honestly folks. As you would know, I like to take my time and make sure that when I do publish a video ever so often really, it's usually well worth your time. Like the gameplay, everything that you would see in the video is usually recorded for some specific reason, or I might offer some specific tips that are really worth listening to when you just watch the video overall. So with that in mind folks, as you would already tell by the tone of my voice and stuff here, things aren't always going to be easy for me really. I just want to make sure I touch base with you guys here so that you all understand my situation, and my time is pretty divided as it is. I want to make more content, but I can't. I realistically just can't with my current setup and my schedule. So as most of you already know by now, I am involved in a lot of other things by now. One of the things I'm involved in is that I'm a moderator in CWA's Discord server, which I really enjoy. The place is fun. It's a great community overall. We act really quickly to remove any excessive negativity or toxic elements in the community there, and it's just really great overall. I'd recommend you guys check it out sometime when you have the chance. I mean, the guy CWA is a great person overall. He might not be active in the server, but that's because he also has a hectic schedule, even more hectic than mine. He's really a champion at what he does best there. So anyways, like I was saying here, I have those responsibilities. They're helping out a little bit. I don't chat too much in the general chats and stuff, but ever so often I will try to make myself present just to see what's going on and see if I can help out and stuff. I do keep up with the moderator chat quite often, so I'm not usually too out of touch with what's going on. I just might not have the chance to always be chatting with everyone casually. So anyways, aside from my responsibilities on Discord there, I'm also a leader really in the community known as Clash Royale Amino, which I have been helping out in for quite a long time really. I can't even begin to imagine how long it's been since I got promoted to help moderate there, but it's been a really long time now, and I've been working hard alongside many people there, some great friends actually, to keep things really fun and interesting. I'd highly recommend you check that out as well if you have the chance. It's a great nice little place to make friends and just have some battles overall. You can see really thought-provoking content every now and then, and most notably you'll see a lot, and I mean a lot, of awesome fan art by some of the members in the community there. Now, I really dedicated quite a lot of my time there in the community just to make sure that things were in working order, that events were seeming enjoyable and fair for all. Also, to make sure that community updates were really something worthwhile, so that any person joining the community for the first time, or people returning, or just, you know, your average users there, everyone would be able to enjoy something and have a good time overall. Now, no community is free of troublemakers, and I've had my fair share of experiences dealing with some really pesky people overall, but thankfully most of those instances are just in the past. They're distant memories. They were really stressful though, because they did take up 4 to 5 hours of my time just sorting through a lot of conflicting stories, but again, that's in the past now. These days things are a bit more calm overall, so I have to thank everyone who's been helping me out with managing the community to keep things in working order. But anyways, I digress. So aside from my struggles with moderation in the past and stuff, there's also the issue of me having to be responsible for other things in the community, like groups, which would help make things run even smoother than just moderating overall. Like, we'd have diversified groups for specific reasons. I kind of had to keep tabs on everything myself before, but nowadays I'm trying to just delegate some responsibility to other trusted members so that I don't have to oversee every single task myself, and it's really made a difference in my life, as I've been able to find more free time to enjoy things on my own, really, like play more video games a little bit every now and then, of course getting some work done around the house, and maybe just to relax more, because I was pretty tense back then when I was doing so much more, but now I can take it a bit easier on myself. Now, with that being said there, I still have a few concerns that I want you guys to really just be aware of, really, and yeah, they're relating to how frequently I can upload and why and stuff. I've held out on the information or the specifics for quite a while, but in this video we'll touch base on that now. So basically, creating videos is something that I've come to enjoy quite a lot. As you can tell, I am really passionate about making videos around Clash Royale. I just love the game so much. It's definitely one of my all-time favorite games, and despite the dissatisfaction some people may express at different points in time, I generally tend to look on the positive side of things and just keep enjoying the game for myself, because even if someone else doesn't enjoy a game, that doesn't mean you can't enjoy it for yourself. So anyways, I do my best here to create content as regularly as I can with my current circumstances and the current setup which I have to work with. Now, for those of you who aren't aware, I have actually been making most of my videos in the past with literally just my Android phone. That is all I used to make every single video up until recently. Now, I have started doing some PC editing, and albeit it's not that much compared to other people's time spent on editing, but generally the whole procedure takes quite a while. Trust me, you'll be really shocked to know just how much time it takes to make some of these simple 20-minute videos. Now, The reason why most of my videos are usually 20 minutes and more is because I don't have the time to make frequent short videos. So when I do sit down to make a video, I want to make sure that I put out as much content as possible for you guys to enjoy really, and it allows me to, just prevent some extra replays from being put into storage basically for later dates. So like you can see right now, I'm just using some gameplay from quite a long while now, just to make sure that I have something to show on the screen while I'm discussing all of these issues with you here. So anyways, like I was saying before, in order for me to make one of these videos that's around 20 minutes long, most of you out there might assume it just takes around that same time to just get the video done, but it actually is not that simple. It takes much more time to get a simple 20-minute video done, because you have to consider that at times I'll want to re-record some bits of audio just to make sure that I don't sound too repetitive, to make sure that I don't slur my words too much. I know sometimes I might make a few mistakes when I'm talking, and that's okay, but I just want to avoid making too many mistakes to reduce the quality of my commentary overall, and just to make sure that you guys can understand exactly what I'm saying, because if something doesn't sound right to me, I will immediately stop that recording and redo it multiple times. So much that one time I actually spent an entire day just re-recording audio non-stop, because my phone at times it just glitches out for some reason and the audio is just messed up. It's distorted beyond understanding, and I just need to keep redoing it and redoing it. It's just really mind-numbing overall sometimes, so it's not always going to be easy for me. So anyways, when I do sit down to record any videos, it's usually because I'm at home alone, and the reason why I wait until no one else is around is because really, if my parents are around, they're going to be doing some work around the house and that'll make noise. They'll be talking and stuff, and with my room as it is right now, sound travels pretty easily through the room, so you can imagine how annoyed I'd actually be every single time I sit down to make a video if someone was just shifting a chair or washing some dishes or something. The sound would just irritate me to no end, and it just ruined the quality of the video. Now that being said, I don't just have to wait till I'm home alone. I have to make sure things like the weather is holding out, because as it happens, even the faintest of some noises nearby can really ruin my videos overall. So whether it's like the raindrops just beating on the roof, or maybe it's the birds outside during the day that are chirping, or bugs at any point in time just buzzing around and stuff, it really ruins the quality of the audio, which I don't want to happen. So it takes a while. I have to pause, I need to redo stuff, I need to redo it again a few times actually sometimes. So you get the idea. It really is not always going to be so straightforward for me to just sit down and spend a little bit of time recording my voice and maybe just editing something onto the screen. It really takes much more than that most people would realize. Now, overall, if I were to go undisturbed, there was no noise around the compound, it would usually take maybe around 3 to 4 hours sometimes. Like I said, again, I have to redo the audio so many times. It takes quite a while to get things sorted out and make sure that everything is something that I'd appreciate myself, because if I don't like my own videos, why would I want to make other people sit through that? That's just like torture, man, right? Because I need to be able to appreciate my own content, to be comfortable enough to know that you guys will enjoy it as well. So yeah, it'll probably take around 4 hours just to do the audio for the first time, and once that is done, I have to then edit in the music, the overlay, and also I'll need to just double check again once more that there aren't any significant audio bugs to really mess up the videos. So yeah, like I said a few times now, that takes around 4 hours by itself. Then you also have to factor in the time it takes to render that first video. So when I do render that, it usually takes around an hour at the very least. So with that in mind, it takes 5 hours just to make the initial video. Keep in mind, this is not the final product which I upload to YouTube to publish. No, I have to transfer that to my computer, and unfortunately for me, my charger or data cable, or however you wish to term it, really, it does not work the best. It sometimes takes my phone roughly maybe, I don't know, 4 to 5 hours just to charge back up significantly. So yeah, my battery life is not the best. It goes down really fast and it takes a while to charge back up. So even when I do have the time to work on videos, I may still run into problems with the battery life itself. So yeah, I can't exactly get it to work right now to connect to my computer. For whatever reason, the computers don't want to read my phone, and because of that, it just takes a lot of effort just to get the content across to the computer to edit this. So what do? I have to actually go and upload my videos to YouTube privately and then download it again on my computer, which takes roughly 7 hours to upload the first time. Yeah, you heard me, hours just to upload that. My net is really slow, and then it takes about maybe a half hour at most to download again. Then when I do the fine editing there, it would probably take 15 to 20 minutes, sometimes a half hour, depending on how many things I need to overlay. And then I also need to add the fade effects to the beginning and ends of the video. And in addition to all of that there, this is where the real killer happens. Another 7, sometimes 9 hours just rendering the final product and hoping and praying I did not miss any mistakes, because if I do make any major mistakes in the video, or even just a minor one that really upsets the tone of the video for me, I have to re-render the thing from scratch again, and it takes so long already. There was one day, I can't remember which video it was, I think probably the first giant deck that I covered recently, the one with the fireball variant, that I probably redid that like 3 whole times. So that's just like madness, man. It's just absolutely insane how much time goes towards just rendering the videos and just transferring it to my computer. Now thankfully, hopefully by the end of this month, I will be getting a new charger, and with any luck that would actually be able to work out for me in connecting my phone back to the computer. Otherwise, I'm going to be taking a real long while to upload any videos overall. So keep in mind those factors, folks. It's not easy at all. When you add up the time it takes there, it probably adds up to something like 24 hours just to get the video across from my phone to my computer, edit it, and then upload it once again. Oh wait, no, I did not actually add that time. Oh, I forgot. The time it takes to upload the final product will probably take around 4 hours or 5, and the reason why it takes less hours to upload the finished version rather than the initial version is because when I download it from YouTube, they compress the file a bit, I guess, so it is not going to be taking up quite as much space overall as it would have taken up previously on my Android phone here. Now, when I do get my job and I start getting my paychecks, you can probably bet that I'll be putting aside a lot of my money there just to get a new upgraded phone, so I don't have to worry about the same old problems each and every time. I'll be also getting myself a new computer as soon as possible, and also a proper microphone, because believe it or not, all of these videos were made without the use of a microphone, so hopefully that'll improve the audio quality as well. Now, with all of this being said there, folks, thank you for hearing me rant for like almost 20 minutes again now. I just had so much to say, and I really wanted to make sure you guys understood what was going on in my life here up until this point in time now. So anyways, I want to end this video on a bit of a positive note, and I have some good news for you guys. So I've been thinking really long and hard for a while now, and I've decided that I will be making some changes to what I do here on the channel. Now, some of these changes would include me expanding upon the type of content which I produce, and this does not necessarily mean that I'd be branching off into any other games anytime soon, although that is something I wish to do in the future when I have better equipment and stuff and can probably accommodate it. But for now, what I was thinking of was to just try to do different types of Clash Royale videos, such as ranking the best win conditions in the game and maybe suggesting the best cards to invest in, things like that. So I hope you guys would be interested in those types of videos. Do let me know what y'all think of that in the comments down below. Letting me know your thoughts on these kind of things really help me out a lot in shaping the channel. So I really appreciate all the criticism, all the feedback you give me. Whatever it is, just let me know. Don't just watch the video and then click away from the video shortly after without indicating to me whether you might have appreciated that type of content in general, or maybe you actually enjoyed that video in particular really. So the like ratings do help me figure out what I'm doing right and what I'm doing wrong. So if you like the video, give it a thumbs up, and if you do not enjoy that video or maybe that type of content, feel free to give it a thumbs down. Be honest with yourselves, folks. I want to make sure I'm doing it right for you guys to enjoy. So also, don't just give it a rating. It would also be greatly appreciated if you leave feedback so I know exactly what I'm doing right and what I might be doing wrong. So yeah, with all of that in mind there, folks, thank you all so much again for listening to me for almost 20 minutes again. So with that being said, I'm gonna wrap things up. So as always, folks, just remember, if you keep on digging, you'll eventually strike gold. But even then, keep on digging deeper and you'll eventually come across something even more worth your while. So once again, everyone, thank you so much for stopping by, and I hope to catch you all in the next one. Peace out, guys.